Hello everyone, hopefully you can hear me. So I've been asked to just kind of go through what I did last spring, and I'm going to try and use quite a bit of the same this next fall. So anyway, what do? It's Bill Davies talking, and what worked for me, and I'm going to go through that with you, okay? And hopefully you have some suggestions for me. So what did I do? Well, this is an outline of what I did last spring, and the modifications I will make for this fall. There might be 100 better ways or different ways to teach this year online, but this is what I will attempt. Okay? If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know, because we are all in uncharted waters. Okay? So I think everybody agrees with that. So what's my routine? Well, first of all, what's really helpful for us is our math program. Every student has a math workbook, and this is ours for our integrated one, which is our algebra. And you can see it's kind of like a little mini workbook, which is really very, very helpful because it's got homework problems in it. It has some directions on how to do things. It's really pretty helpful. Okay, now if you don't have workbook, you can always create one, obviously, which might take a lot of work, but it might be helpful. I'm going to pass one of these out to every single student at the beginning of school. Those first 3 days, every kid's going to get this. Okay, at the same time, I want every student to have what I call an interactive notebook. This is my interactive notebook, and you can see that, you know, we do warm-ups in here. We put special graphs in here, any kind of problems. Some of the notes are in here. So this is something I require. Hopefully, we're going to be back in class, and the interactive notebook is really handy. So kids are going to have to come up with an interactive notebook. For me, I like to have graph paper, and they can do whatever they want with it. But we're going to use it every day, every time we have a Zoom meeting, okay? So, if I have a morning class, we're going to have a Zoom. And when I do my Zoom meetings in those classes, all I really want to do is take attendance. I'm going to do a little bit of a warm-up that I'll project up that I want the kids to do. During that time, I'm going to take attendance, and I'm going to check their homework. So they just have to show to me, hey, on Zoom, hey, Mr. Davies, here's my homework I did last night, or maybe they didn't and they don't get credit for it, right? But hopefully they've got some homework to show me, okay? And I'll check that off as they're going, okay? This might only take 10 minutes. Hopefully it will. So during this time, though, after we get done with the 10 minutes, after I've taken care of attendance, I'll ask for volunteers to help me solve the problems. That will be their warm-up problems. If I don't get any volunteers, I'll prod, I'll pry, I'll try to get kids to help me, but if not, worst case, I'll go through the problems with them, okay? The problems need to be in their interactive notebook, okay? That's every morning we're going to do this, every Zoom morning. Okay, then in the afternoon, so next, I'll then show the answers to the previous day's homework, answer any questions, clarify any questions of the homework. So that can't take too long, maybe another 10 minutes. So I'm only talking about a 20-minute Zoom, okay? So I'm hoping 20 minutes. That's it. 20-minute Zoom, max. If I have to go 30 minutes, I will. I'm not going to zoom out until every single student zooms out. And when they all zoom out, then great, I'm done for that day. But I've already pre-recorded my lesson on YouTube, and I put it on Canvas. Okay, and I'll teach you how to do that when I get done with this. Okay, so then their job is, after the Zoom, is they need to go onto YouTube or into Canvas, upload my video for the lesson of the day. So that way they can do it on their time, whenever it's convenient, but it's got to be done that day. So they're going to watch my video. In my video is the math lesson. And then when that's done, then they have a homework assignment to do. Okay. Now, what I'd like them to do is send me a picture or some kind of an email of their homework when they're done, if they can't show it to me during our Zoom. Now, the afternoon classes are going to be different. Okay, so the afternoon classes, my plan is to have my video up by the afternoon classes, so the students can watch my video and do the assignment. Now, attendance is going to be a problem. I know that. So the problem with attendance is that they can either email me, hey, Mr. Davies, I'm looking at your video, or hey, Mr. Davies, here's my homework, it's already done, here's a picture of it. So as long as I have some contact, what I'd like to do is to get a picture of the completed homework in the afternoon classes, either by a text or email. Now, I found that I didn't always get a whole lot of homework for my kids last spring, so this is going to be a challenge to get it in from them. But the only way they're going to get an attendance that day is by contacting me. But I gave the kids my cell phone number, and what they would do is take a picture of their completed homework, they'd send it to me, and I'd give them credit for it. Some kids didn't have a phone, so they just used their email, they took a picture of it and sent it to me, and I was able to give them credit for their homework. That will also give them credit for attendance in my afternoon classes. Who knows? We'll see how this works, okay? All right, so then on Fridays or Thursdays, Zoom meetings, I'd like to check their student journal. So if I'm going to do the student journal with them every day, or every Zoom day, then I need some accountability. So students, one at a time, I'm going to go around and say, let me see your journal, let me see what you have, and hopefully they can show me they have the week's worth of work in their journal, okay? Now, at this point, being that I am old, and I am, I'm old-fashioned, so I do call parents. And don't be afraid to call parents, please, because it's so effective. It's just a phone call. Oftentimes parents are very grateful to know if their student or if their son or daughter is not doing the work. So please call parents. If you're not getting anything from the kids, call the parents. If that doesn't work, talk to your principal or vice principal and have them help you, okay? Now, finally, assessments. Assessments were a real problem for me last spring. I would send the assessments to them via PDF file, or I'd take a picture of it on my phone and send it to them, and then they would do the assessment, and they'd either send me back a PDF file of the completed test, or they'd send me a picture of it, okay? So I'm sure there was some cheating going around. I'm sure there's some sharing of some test answers by some boys and girls, and I need to work on how to do this. I think I might work on that on Canvas and try and do assessments possibly on Canvas, and I'm going to figure out how to do that. That's going to be my challenge. If you have any suggestions for me, I'd be very, very grateful for that, okay? All right, now, I think what worked really well this last spring was my videos, okay? My routine. So what I did is I videotaped my lesson, which is what I'm doing right now with you, okay? Then, after I videotaped the lessons, I would load them up to YouTube, and then I would attach that YouTube to Canvas. So, why do I do video lessons? Well, I started this a long time ago. About 5 or 6 years ago, I had this one young lady who was always absent because mom liked her to be home. Well, she always had an excused absence because mom would always write her a note that she wasn't feeling well. But then the young lady would come into my classroom and expect me to teach that lesson to her on my lunch. Well, I already had a class full of kids who needed other help, and those were the kids who came every day. So it got really irritating. She'd always say, "But Mr. Davies, it's your job. You have to help me. I was sick." Well, it got annoying. So anyway, and I don't mind helping kids, but this young lady was taking advantage of the system. So what happens, I had a couple of students, Zane Preby and Nathan Hagen, helped set me up with a YouTube channel. And once I got my YouTube channel set up, then I would record my lessons on my thumb drive. I'd upload it then to my YouTube channel, and then when this young lady would come in, I would just ask her to grab a laptop and she could watch my lesson. Then I could help other kids in my classroom with more current math, okay? There's other reasons for it, okay? If you have just students that are just absent for legitimate absence, they're sick or whatever, or sports, they could watch my videos. It really helped. Students can review the lessons from the day before. If they're confused, they don't understand me, they can watch it again. It really helps. It's great for the review day. So I always do a review day for every assessment. So I'll put the review online, and they can watch that, and it really helps them get ready for the test. And what I found is a lot of parents like my videos too, because the parents can watch them. Jenny Peak loved it because she'd watch my videos, and I had Jenny as a student. She'd watch, she goes, "Oh yeah, I remember that now, Bill, thank you." And so she'd go and she could help her kids with the lesson. So parents watch them too. It's kind of an amazing thing that I can reteach some of my previous students. It's kind of cool. Now, how to get started. So you can do all this in your Ladybug. So you need a thumb drive, but you turn your projector on, obviously. You put your thumb drive in to the USB port. Let your Ladybug, your video camera, find it, and then you're ready to go. All you have to do is then zoom in, wherever you want, and then push play. So there's a little on your little remote, there's a little record button right there. You push record and it records the lesson. So you teach, and what they'll see is what you're putting down here, okay? Whatever you're writing, they'll see that. They'll hear your voice. When you're done with your lesson, just push the button again, okay? And then that stops the lesson. Now, I'll pull the thumb drive out of my Ladybug, and I'll take it to my computer, okay? So when I take it to my computer, I'll put it in the USB port, and then what I'll do is I'll find the file, and I like to label the file. So for instance, Geo53 means Geometry Lesson Chapter 5, Section 3 for me. So that way I know exactly what it is that's on my thumb drive, okay? So then I'll take it and I'll go to YouTube and I upload it to YouTube. So if you don't have a YouTube channel, you can go to YouTube and you can create a YouTube channel. For me, my YouTube channel is Crazy Math Teacher Bill Davies. I tried everything. Bill Davies, nope, somebody already had that. I tried Math Teacher Bill Davies, nope, somebody already had that. I tried Pre-Calculus Teacher Bill Davies, nope, somebody already had that. So Crazy Math Teacher Bill Davies was a name or a handle that nobody had ever even thought of, so I am Crazy Math Teacher Bill Davies. So if you ever want to watch any of my videos, go to YouTube and you can find it under Crazy Math Teacher Bill Davies, and I probably have 100 plus or more videos there, okay? Now, I like to load it up to YouTube, and then I like to copy the YouTube address. You have to copy the YouTube address that you just put this video on, right? So you got to copy it, right click, copy it. So then when you go to Canvas and you want to either put it on, I like to put mine on assignments, but you can put it anywhere you want. But then you put the link into Canvas and then boom, it's there. So then once your kids go into Canvas, they can find your video either under YouTube or whatever, and then they can watch the video. It's there for them. It makes it really easy. So hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can call me at 860-6330. You can email me, bdavies@cascadesd.org, of course. You can even text me because there's my cell phone number. So if you have any questions, please call and please let me know. Okay? So good luck to everybody. It's going to be a challenge.